of night I got lined up. Everything's ready. Flowers, bottle of wine, even 2 tickets to the tea garden. Nothing gets the Bettys in the mood like nighttime in Arcadia. Now I just gotta stop by the Thrifty Care to pick up a med hypo, just to be safe. Word is, this ain't Angelina's first visit to the tea garden.
Like Central Park in New York City, Arcadia served as the getaway from the hustle and bustle of Rapture, where young lovers could spend time alone by the waterfall grotto, or vacationers could enjoy a picnic along the rolling hills, or where patrons could procure locally grown items at the farmer's market. For the citizens of this man-made utopia, Arcadia provided the much-needed respite to endure the hardships of surviving so far under the ocean. But it provided more than just a place to relax. Hephaestus might have been the heart of Rapture, but Arcadia was the lungs. Its abundant plant life and verdant trees produced the life-sustaining oxygen necessary to make Andrew Ryan's dream a reality. None of it would have been possible if not for the hard work and dedication of renowned botanist Julie Langford. Before her arrival, she was an acclaimed professor at the University of California, Berkeley. Her research garnered much attention and praise, while her more radical theories stoked controversy. Her professorship ended after nearly a 20-year tenure when the government enlisted her expertise to combat the Japanese during World War II. Then, like luminaries of her era, she disappeared. For years, investigators searched for Langford, but found not a trace of where she might have gone. No one would have believed that she was thousands of leagues under the Atlantic, constructing and maintaining a public park like that of New York's. Originally, Arcadia was free for all to roam and enjoy its natural beauty. But, as is expected in a capitalist utopia, Andrew Ryan recognized the profits possible and put an end to it.
Today, Arcadia was closed off to all but paying customers. The man hires me to build a forest at the bottom of the ocean and then turns a walk in the woods into a luxury. Ryan asked, should a farmer not be able to sell his food? Is a potter not entitled to a profit from his pots? I started to argue with the man, and then I remembered who signed my checks. The only thing worse than a hypocrite is an unemployed one.
In time, she'd come to embrace Ryan's way of thinking and brainstorm how best to squeeze the most amount of money out of Arcadia.
Now, I'm a woman of science, but I'm also a woman who's not afraid of turning a buck or two. Ryan said if I could boost profits in Arcadia, part of the up would ride on my hip. So I get to thinking, we're paying for oxygen when we got photosynthesizing trees. Hell, we can even sell the extra to the rest of the city and undercut the other guys. Ryan will like that for sure. Fontaine's people have moved into the O2 biz tooth and claw.
As the custodian of Rapture's garden, she continued her agricultural research at the Arcadia facility. And when Adam reached the markets, she invested much of her energy into discovering what effects it had on plant life.
Who says you can't teach an old hound new tricks? This batty plant woman spends 4 years coming up with ways to defoliate trees in the Pacific to scare out the Japs, and now here I am, down at the bottom of the Atlantic, trying to figure out how to do the same thing in reverse. Adam. It's bathtub gin times the atom bomb times Eve with a serpent. Let's go see what it can do.
She sought to bring dead things back to life through Adam. Whether she plunged into this adventure to absolve herself of any guilt she might have accrued during World War II, or that her inherent love of nature impressed upon her the wish to simply see it blossom anew, we cannot know for certain. But either way, she worked tirelessly to crack the code.
I've been killing trees for 25 years. At Berkeley back in the 20s, on the Japs at Iwo Jima. But I never brought one back from the grave before. I did, Becky. Mama's gonna build her first damn Frankentree. I'm gonna call my little creation the Lazarus Factor. Maybe it'll bring the old gal's career back from the dead as well.
What's the point of being a damn genius if the only ones around to appreciate it are a bunch of spliced-up morons? I've cracked the vector, or at least I'm 99% certain I have. I just need a bud of Rosa gallica to confirm my analysis. Distilled water, a bit of chlorophyll, and enzymes extracted from Apis mellifera. That's right, sweetheart. Honeybee spit.
Obtaining the materials needed for experiments proved difficult, as, for instance, Arcadia had been settled by a cult known as the Saturnine.
They dress up in leaves and call themselves the Saturnine. Please. They drink human blood and chant, "Harness the flame, harness the mist," and believe they're touched by the ancient gods. An aging bunch of frat boys tilting back goblets of plasmids and calling it ambrosia.
The Saturnine came into existence during the Civil War and took refuge in the caves of Arcadia and built altars to the Roman god Saturnine, the god of agriculture, founder of civilization's social order and conformity. They created several artifacts to worship nature, such as cave drawings and crude figurines symbolic of the harvest and fertility. Cult members wore masks constructed out of twigs, straw, and leaves. They wore mostly red clothing and painted their faces white. For Andrew Ryan, their presence forced him to shut down Arcadia to all, and he vowed to eliminate the Saturnine entirely because of their religious practices, since all religions were forbidden in Rapture. As for Julie Langford, the Saturnine became a nuisance, as they constantly broke into her facility and stole whatever they could get their hands on.
Isn't there anything in this damn place those pagans won't steal? Paper towels, ink pots, witch hazel, chlorophyll solution, even my back issues of National Geographic. They're feathering their disgusting little shrines with it, I suppose. Sick bastards.
As if the Saturnine were not enough, Langford also had to confront the hostility of the local business owners at the farmers' market.
Julie, my dear, I am trying to run a business here. You want to spend time with my honeybees? Well, I'm going to have to start charging you for the pleasure. If I come out one more time and find you lolling out there amongst my hives, I'm grabbing my shotgun. As to your question, yes, my days in beekeeping school are a blur. But I do seem to remember something about that enzyme you keep blabbing on about.
Yet she persisted. Though Ryan locked down Arcadia several times throughout the war, Langford always snuck in and continued her research. By the time Jack reached Rapture, she was on the precipice of success.
Yes, I know about the lockdown. It's absurd. Just give me a minute. The early Lazarus tests are very promising. If the Rosa gallica bloom, then by God, I know we're in business.
Hurry, the lockdown!
All right, I'm leaving. But somebody has to find a way to come back to check on these samples. They're very important.
To hinder Jack's progress, Ryan unleashed a defoliant throughout Arcadia that threatened to destroy all of Langford's work.
My trees! It wasn't you, was it? No. Ryan. I think I've got a way to save the trees. It's a genetic vector that... Oh, look who I'm talking to. Come on up to my office. I'm letting you in now. I think I've got just the thing to put the green back in this forest.
Julie, we made a business deal, you and I, did we not? Money changed hands. Let me read to you from the agreement. Section 3, subsection 4.
Mr. Ryan.
Ryan Industries maintains exclusive rights to the creation, use, and exploitation of the Lazarus vector. Ownership is civilization.
Wait! No! Please!
Without it, we're back in the swamp.
Mr. Ryan!
Julie Langford managed to send one last message before she died, ensuring that Jack would complete what she had started. Rapture, once again, had denied another brilliant mind the right to enjoy the fruits of their labor.